Hey guys, nice to have you here. Today we will discuss a video with Argus and the importance of proper itemization and what truly defines a best build. Before we continue, I want to give my shoutouts to Hakuna Matata. Thank you so much for still and always supporting the channel. You're awesome. I want to first point out that as early as the draft phase, start planning the items you will buy in the game in order to be more efficient. That way you will spend less time browsing through the items. Don't use the draft phase for useless stuff like trash talking, trolling, bragging about your insignificant win rate from other heroes, and crushes.
What you say?
Yeah, that's right. Forget about your crushes.
What you say?
Win the game first and claim your prize afterwards. I wanted to play on the gold lane as always since Argus has a huge advantage against Clint as long as the player knows how Argus should be played. Sadly, one of our teammates still picked Moskov, which forced me to play on the XP lane. As a lot of you know, Argus is not very effective against most fighters on the early game. While I am not saying you will be outclassed, however, playing on a lane against a squishy marksman is better since Argus has a much larger advantage against most marksman heroes on the early game. Alpha has pretty good lane clearing, which is why most players tend to spam both his first and second skills in order to rush gold gaining. This, however, is not a good idea. I was actually observing when Alpha would use both skills on the minions, and once he does, I'll go ahead and combo him with my first and second skills, while his skills were in cooldown. Notice how even though Argus is considered a late game hero, he was able to gain advantage in terms of damage. If Alpha chose to freeze the lane, Argus would have had a more challenging time, but since this Alpha player likes rushing the lanes using his skills, I didn't have a difficult time at all. Remember guys, don't be too greedy.
Agreed! I deserved it!
I was overconfident in this part. The fact that Kimi will be forced to retreat is enough since her progress will be delayed in terms of gold and level gaining. I should have stopped attacking after killing Rafaela. This was probably my most stupid decision this season.
What an idiot!
Remember, don't force kills. The fact you made them retreat is enough. As always, try to last hit minions. You will gain more gold that way. Also, if the enemy is far from your turret's range while the turret has its shield, let their minions damage the shield. That way, the enemies will gain less bonus gold from the turret in case they gain the chance to attack it while its shields are up. For my first item, I got Hunter Strike. This item provides high burst damage and bonus movement speed upon reaching a certain stack. This item works well in Argus due to his need of sticking to his target. All of our enemies have slowing effects, and this will help me close the gap. Also, this provides cooldown reduction, which is needed in order for us to abuse Argus ultimate. I will then follow this with magic shoes in order to help improve our ultimate's cooldown further. This was my emblem configuration. It intends to lower down my hero's cooldown and deal more damage through physical penetration. Also, even though Killing Spree was nerfed, I still think this is the best emblem for Argus for all situations due to the bonus movement speed it provides. Let's not forget that this emblem talent doesn't have a cooldown and gets triggered every time you kill an enemy hero, unlike most other emblems that have between 10 to 15 seconds of a cooldown. For my third item, I got Demon Hunter Sword. I normally get this item mid to late game, however our enemies have a fairly large HP pool. Keep in mind that this item inflicts more damage the higher your target's current HP is. For my fourth item, I chose Sea Halberd. Not only does our enemies have Rafaela, they also have Glue and Alpha, which are both heroes with excellent HP regeneration. This is my favorite build on Argus in the following order: Hunter Strike, Magic Shoes, Windtalker, Berserker's Fury, followed by either Malefic Roar or Demon Hunter Sword. This time though, I built my items with a different sequence, and I also swapped some of my items with Sea Halberd. A lot of people keep claiming they have a certain build and it is the absolute best from all of the other builds. That is wrong on so many levels. Remember that whenever you are building items for your hero, base it on the strengths and weaknesses of your enemies. While it's true there may be 1 to 3 core items that will always be bought for a hero 99% of the time, but there is never a fixed set of 6 items. The last 3 to 4 items and the sequence at which you will buy such items will always vary on the enemy team's lineup. This is the reason why most of the videos I upload contain explanation for each item, why I bought such items at that very moment, and why I even bought those items to begin with. Forget your favorite set of 6 items. Always build your hero according to the situation and enemy team's lineup. Keep in mind that no matter how strong your critical damage is, if the enemies can run away or gain back some HP using regeneration effects, your damage will not merit any relevance. Always get items that will address the strengths and weaknesses of your enemies. This build may have less damage output compared to my favorite build, but this build nullifies the strengths of our enemies, thus making them less effective.
Enemy missing.
The next item I got is Malefic Roar. I did because 3 of the enemies have fairly good physical defenses. Rafaela and Clint were investing on physical defensive items, while Glue and Alpha both have naturally good physical defenses. Malefic Roar will bypass a portion of their armor due to its unique effect.
Some may fear death.
I was supposed to get Berserker's Fury for this game, but I realized how good their movement speed is due to Rafaela's help, hence I got Corrosion Sight.
Shadow in my heart is deeper than the
Enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. You destroyed a turret. An ally has been. An enemy has been slain. Monster kill. Double kill.
Oh, sorry.
You got me.
Let's go!
Help me! Help me!
Yeah, boy.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Double kill.
Rise to hell on earth!
Legendary. Triple kill. Wiped out.
Attack the Lord.
That concludes our Mobile Legends game guide for today. I hope you were enlightened on what best build means. If you have any other thoughts on the importance of proper itemization, leave your ideas in the comment section below, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe everyone. Peace.